So again, I've seen churches grow exponentially, but within the church, as a whole, the church has just become a fallow ground, and some might completely disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not here to debate anything. I'm here to see what I see in church. And so, over again, the next couple of weeks, what I want to do in my life is just take the challenge that I've extended to people, that I'm asking the Lord to break up my fallow ground. Because again, the church is individually the body of believers. And God cannot break up the fallow ground of a church unless he begins with the individual believers. So I know that I am an individual believer of the church, and I know that the church will never grow to its potential if I don't start with me. So I am taking my own challenge to see over the next few weeks to see how God changes me and grows me. Again, I'm going to share with you guys what God's doing, how he's growing me, and just the beautiful miracles that I know that God will do in my life because I'm willing to go through the pain and heartache of growing. And again, I use the example of resistance. Without resistance, we aren't going to grow. Again, we use the analogy. If I want to go to the gym and I want to get big and strong, I don't just go there and stand in front of a mirror. I have to have resistance. I have to go through the picking up weights and lifting them because it's hard and it creates resistance against my muscles and allows me to grow bigger. So if I want to grow spiritually, I can't just open the Bible and read. I've got to open the Bible, read, and put it into action. There's got to be resistance, and that's why in James it says, count it all joy when you face various trials and tribulations, because God in that essence is growing us. So again, I'm challenging you guys to grow with me. YouTube is such a great tool where you guys can comment on these videos and even do video comments. So man, I would love to see people come alongside me and grow with me and to be able to hear what God is doing in your life. And it's so funny, you look at that workout, and TJ would know all about this P90X, right? If you go on YouTube and you type in P90X, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of how people went through P90X, and they went from flabby Mr. Joe to what's up, just super huge and big, but they dedicated their life to it for 3 months. And I find that amazing, and so I would love to see that same thing. And I know that it's the spiritual side is so much different than the physical side. There's so much more pain involved because it's an emotional pain, and dealing with things that you don't necessarily want to deal with. But if you want to grow, you got to do it. That's the reality. So I'm extending that challenge to you guys, and I would love to see the comments of these videos and maybe even some videos of yourself of how God's working in your life. Because again, we are the body of Christ, and if we don't start growing, if we don't start going to God and expecting miracles in our life, then what are we doing? Why are we doing what we're doing if we aren't going before the Lord and saying, Lord, I believe your word, I believe what it says, and I stand on it, and I'm going to live it. So I just pray, God, that I pray that you guys would have that same tenacity and want to see absolute miracles and growth within your life. So thank you so much for listening to me, and we'll see what the next few weeks, few months, few years have in store for us.